Adam. I'm the company staff. So today I'm here to share with you, and I know that all of you have heard before about this product. So this device is very unique. It's one and only one in the world that comes with 3 therapy at once. You know, 3 therapy. What are the therapy? Namely, basically, number 1 is called the photobiomodulation, which is the number 1 we are talking about. We are promoting this. Number 2, there are another therapy we are talking about is laser acupuncture therapy. And the third therapy that is incorporated in this device is what? Magnetic therapy. So we are talking about these 3 very unique therapies in one device. You cannot find anywhere. Only this company will have this special device for you. But you were wondering, hey, what is so special about these 3 devices? Let me explain it a bit deeper. Now, before I go in, I want to talk to you about this photobiomodulation. You heard about photosynthesis, lah. Photosynthesis, talking about plant, they get the sunlight, and then the plant will process it, make into food, right? Now, do you know that our body also need all this light to do a lot of stimulation, or they call it the photobiomodulation. In this aspect, I'm talking about this photobiomodulation. So, what happens is that under this device, right? Our body, when the device they apply the light to the body, there will be some kind of reaction where the light laser therapy or photobiomodulation therapy is the application of red and near infrared light to relieve pain, stimulate and enhance cell function. Okay? Now over here, I want to little bit go inside to tell you a bit history about the photobiomodulation. For your information, what you're wearing now or what you're seeing now is the 8th generation of the 8th generation of photobiomodulation. The first generation, when they use this, they don't call it at the time photobiomodulation. What did they call it? They call many names, but 60 other names. Like they call it, some call it low level laser therapy, cold laser, soft laser, many names. Almost 60,000 names have been used to describe this thing. So in other words, the first generation when they are using this name, they are using for what? They are using to wash blood, to clean the blood. I don't know if you heard about this. What they do is they take the blood inside and then they go through a series of cleaning. They are using this laser to clean the blood. And then they develop. Then after that, all from generation 1 to generation 6 or 7 are still for what? On hospital use, for hospital use. It is only on the 6th and the 7th and 8th is where they actually incorporate all the special features so that you can use it at home. So we actually I can't remember where was it. I think it's 2016 or 2017. We were the first one to introduce the 7th generation. That means what? The one we want laser and acupuncture together, home use, handheld one. And then I think 2002 something. That's why we incorporate the magnetic to become the 8th generation. Okay, this is a little bit about history. But more important, I want you to tell you, this photobiomodulation is the most appropriate term to describe this therapy. Why? Because before this, they talk about low-level laser therapy. When you say low-level, you're thinking about what? Very low class, like low one. That's why there was a group of all the very so-called doctors, they come together, they discuss about this. Because in the olden days, this kind of therapy is considered alternate. They call it the alternate therapy, that means alternate medicine. But now, slowly it becomes mainstream within. Why? If you don't believe me, you can go into any of the big hospital. You have this red light therapy as one of the maybe in the pain management department. You heard about pain management where you have any injury, they go and shine the red color one. Now the similar kind of therapy. The only different from theirs and ours because we are home use. Okay. Anyway, I will explain later. Now we talk about photobiomodulation. Now for your information, because of the uniqueness, because of the efficacy or the capability of this photobiomodulation, you know what? They even call it photomedicine. You know why? Let me explain a little bit. Photobiomodulation is the mechanism by which non-ionized, this is the important fact, non-ionized means what? The light that we are using is non-ionized what? It means you will not having after a long use, you will not have any cancer effect whatsoever. Very safe. Ionized, got problem. Ionized like what, gamma ray, X-ray, and all this kind of ray, that can cause what do you call it, the cell to have some kind of problem because of the unstable electrons. So we are using a non-ionized optical radiation, because this is a radiation, in the visible light and near-far infrared spectrum. My range is absorbed by the endogenous chromophore. Now this is a very important fact. In order for this therapy to work, it's a light therapy, there's a light coming, there must be a receiver, right? They call it the receptor. Receptor, I told you about light, there must be a receptor. For example, when I see what happened, the light information come to my eye and then goes to where? My retina. The retina is the receptor, no? Then what happened? I still cannot get you, no? I must send this signal to my brain, then my brain will interpret, oh, I saw who and who and who, what color. All these are all described in my, where? The signal is sent here, but the one is in the description is here. No? So the light is received by the receptor will send all the information there. In the same way, when this photobiomodulation is penetrating to our skin, into the cell, our skin, our cell inside there, that is what we call it, the mitochondria. You heard about mitochondria? The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, where all the power cell, right? They have a layer or wall, they call it the receptor also. Now that is the receptor that they absorb this so-called photobiomodulation, and then what happened? Instead of interpreting all the one, it stimulates the production of ATP, ROS, and so forth. Now that is the same. So in short, I want to tell you this point, because photobiomodulation therapy, there must be a chromophore, or they call it the receptor, to receive it. Now one of the another I want to emphasize, one is endogenous and one is called the exogenous. Now the endogenous means internal. That means the chromophore or the receptor that you found in your body. But there's another treatment we call one photodynamic therapy. This one actually uses the external chromophore. What they do is they use it to treat cancer. For example, this is how they roughly do it. If there's a cancer growth in your body somewhere, instead of cutting everything, they actually introduce a chromophore, external. I mean, they make man-made kind of chromophore, inject inside around the cancer area, let the chromophore surround this cancer, and then what they do? Now they got this receptor, right? They introduce the light, and then this light, when it goes into this one, will start to react and slowly kill the cell. You see the logic there? So what I'm trying to say, this point here is that for our photobiomodulation to work, there must be a receptor. Now, where is the receptor? I told you it's in the mitochondria. I will explain to you. Now, let us go into I told you about this is the receptor. This is the part where you're going to receive the receptor. They're going to receive the light. Imagine, same one here. You see, this is a typical mitochondria. If you open it, there is this wall. No? For this wall to be activated, what happened? I need light. What is the light? That's the photobiomodulation. Can I, for example, our light that we are projecting is what is the wavelength? 650. Can I use 400 wavelength to stimulate? Cannot. That's why now there is a specific requirement. Only 650 nano wavelength can stimulate, can adjust, or they call it regulate and adjust this so-called wall to produce ATP, ROS, and also the nitric oxide. Can follow us so far? Okay. Now, so I was mentioning there are three very important therapy involved. Number one, photobiomodulation. Then don't worry, later on I also will introduce a little bit more. Now, actually, this photobiomodulation, if you know, it will promote cell function. What do you mean by that? Because when you receive this light in the body, stimulate producing a lot of this ATP in your body. What does it mean? That means your body become reactive again. Once it activates your self-healing organ, all the necessary things to become more active, and then become more and more energized, right? And therefore will do all the necessary care. Maybe I will give another example. Now I give an example. Let's say today I punch my hand. It become red, you know. You definitely red, very painful, red. Is it a good sign or no good sign? Why is it a good sign? It shows that the blood is going there to do the repair. Because once you hit, the signal will send to the brain of, hey, my hand is injured. Therefore, please send all the repair ingredient to go and repair this. So all the blood all rush on. That's why you can see one red patch here. All the blood is there. Let's say if you punch and then there's no blood, then problem already. I mean this one is not communicating, you know. See the logic you must understand. There will be a mechanism in the body that actually sends signal to the brain to send all the repair cells to clear one, you know. Now that if you understand that, then you understand the photobiomodulation same thing. When the photobiomodulation stimulate the production of ATP, ROS, all this chemical will be what? Used by the body to do all the repair, to go to whatever it is. Because the more the better, correct? Like as you all know, ATP is our energy cell. Okay? Now the second that I want to talk about is the laser acupuncture. Then you say that, well, I'm wearing this, how can the laser acupuncture? Now let us confirm first. Do you all believe in acupuncture? Yes. Do you all agree that our whole body, this is just a common question, do you all agree that our whole body that is called the meridian pathway? That means the what they call that, the acupuncture wavelength move around. Agree not the network of it? Do you also agree that all these meridian pathway the pathway, there's a lot of dot, like they call it the acupuncture point. You agree not? Now if you agree, then we can talk about this acupuncture. Otherwise, hey, I don't believe. So very important, you must agree and accept that this is the function, because this concept of acupuncture comes from 5,000 years of Chinese. You know, when Chinese, they actually develop, they actually know where is it. Now one thing very important, you think about it now, have you been to reflexology? Reflexology, they press your soul, no? They press some part, this is for your stomach. They press that part, this is for your liver, this is for your eye. What's the logic? Can't you press it can actually help your stomach? Press this point can be your liver. What's the logic? Now the logic here. When you press this point, what happens? You are triggering the meridian point. You know? What happens? The signal will what? The sensor will send to you will send through a series of all your pathway to where? For example, I press for example, this is I'm talking about my leg, not this is hand, my leg, my soul, they press on the liver. When I press on the liver, I'm triggering the signal, right? That means what? The signal will be sent to my where? Directly to my liver? No yet. Must go to where first? Yes, very important. The brain is the controlling one. No. That's why if you understand the concept of body, the most important organ is the central nervous system. They are the one who decide your reflection, your action, your thinking, everything. You know, this is the one. So in short, I want to tell you this, because when you are doing using our ion laser, please don't forget to use on the nose also. Because why? This is very important to take care of your central nervous system. Remember I told you about this? Very important. A lot of people say, oh, I only use hand. After using 1 year, they say, how come no effect? Because they forgot you had to do it together with your nose, part of this. Because the central nervous is also very important. No? Okay, then go back to okay. So let's say I trigger my liver. It goes to where? To my central nervous system, the brain. This fellow said, hey, my liver point has been triggered. What do? He said he will instruct all the body to send all the repair things, all the ingredients to where? To the liver to do the repair. You see the logic here? You signal, then let's say you press the heart point. What happens? Same thing. They will tell that is why all these points are very important, because they are the signal can be interpreted by the brain to send all the necessary. Just like I told you, you punch and you become everybody rushing there. No? Same thing when I do this, they are actually instructing them to go down to do the repair. Now you notice something when we do the what do you call it? When we wearing our ion laser, there's one point that actually shine where? Somewhere here, what? The nail one. Nail one is what? If you know Chinese, nail is internal. Nail, guan is like a path. It's a pathway. Is it? pathway, like a gate. That means it's an internal gate to the where? To the heart. So when you trigger this, what does it mean? You're triggering the heart point again, no? But does it mean it goes straight to the heart? No, it doesn't. What happens? It will send the same signal to the central nervous system again, the brain, and then this brain will do every necessary to instruct all the necessary oxygen, nutrient, all the repair things to where? To our heart, not to here, to our heart to start to do the repair. Now think about it. When our heart is starting to repair, to do all the necessary action, what happens? Don't forget, heart is the one who pumps all the blood to all the body and head. No? Now you notice there's a lot of network of all the veins and all the capillaries and blood, all these things. There's a relationship, you know. If you understand the chi flow, actually the chi flow, where is the chi? Can you know? It's actually anywhere, man? No. They follow, let's say this is as an example, this is the blood vein. Surrounding this, there is a chi flow. That means they surround this, you know. That is the energy we're talking about. So you can see the channel, or you know, how many, they follow all this flow. So can you relate not? If my heart is pumping very well, can you see our chi flow pumping to all the part is very well also? You notice that? That is why over time we say when you stimulate this one over time, what happens? 365 of your points start to open up. That's the reason. No? Can you understand the logic? Which means that if you do this every time, over time they keep on practicing, the heart keep on doing the necessary. When I say this repairs everything, they have a repair kind of schedule. They know how to repair. What are the things, everything to do. By doing so, you are helping the heart. Once the heart becomes constantly, it means what happens? Your blood flow also very constant, very good. This is how it works. Okay, I hope you can understand that part. And that is the beauty. Then you may say, you may challenge me, Adam, what proof do you have all this? Don't worry, you go and check all the, again, go and Google search everything, you find the answer there. But there's one experiment which I read, very interesting part. Actually, can you explain what is chi flow? Cannot, I also cannot. Actually, not everybody can do it until about, I think around 30 or 40 years ago. There was this group of Russian scientists. They tried to understand why the Chinese talk about chi flow. No? What is the unit of measurement for this chi? They can feel it, but they don't know what to use. So they use many meter to measure. Finally, one day they use one I want to mention the question. They use it, then they can see some kind of activity. You know? Now then they realize that actually the chi flow is actually equivalent to photon. You know photon, the light kind of energy, quite similar. Then they know that the chi actually. Then you think very logical. That's why when we go to do qigong, we go under the in the room, or we want to go under the sun. That's the reason for a lot of this kind of, they call it the photon energy. Light is photon energy, all these are photons, but it's a different form of photon energy. You understand that? So in the same way also, they found out that the chi, actually they measured, it's quite close to the photon energy. Then from there, the logical sense comes on. So in short means whatever it is, now they even have many equipment to measure your chi. You know, they can just put it, or you can see that you're moving and everything. So in short, because of that discovery, then slowly the beginning until now, do you know that what do you call that? This acupuncture is becoming the mainstream. Even the US, TCM. Last time, for example, you use acupuncture, right? You spend on acupuncture, cannot claim because not included in the insurance claim because it's not mainstream. Now can already, because it's part of the medical treatment way. China already, yes, but then I'm talking about America. I think I can't remember what I read an article. They actually introduced a bill to recognize the TCM as part, because a lot of TCM treatment it's not recognized. Once it's not recognized, what happens? Of course, the hospital don't allow. Number two, cannot claim in the insurance. So now we're beginning to have allowed this because of all this. That's why you can see now slowly the TCM are becoming well accepted by the mainstream doctors. But of course, Malaysia we still got this kind of yes or no, that kind of thing. But I'm talking about generally in the world now. In China, you can go to a doctor, they will check, they inject you, and then they can do acupuncture, It's two together, It's not like here, your injection means, sorry, no acupuncture. You want to go back, you have to go another doctor. It's different, but you can see that there is a change. Anyway, talking about it. So anyway, we are, what we done was because of the application of this laser acupuncture has been showing quite a positive a positive result. That's why our scientists, Dr. Chen, included. We are the first runner, front runner to include acupuncture in our device. Specific spot where need one. Okay, but of course we also design with the nasal line, right? That nasal line is for you to put anywhere you feel that you know how to. But because for those people who practice acupuncture, if you don't have very simple, use this and this coating. Okay, that's the general. Yeah.
We're wearing this, must have light or no light, can? Need one.
Which one?
This. Wearing it like that. Must you have light or no need light?
Light, right?
Light lah, light.
Must on light in order to.
Kalau tak ada light, the thing works a meridian.
No, only when this is off, what only work? Magnetic.
Good enough,
Good enough, no. Magnetic have another function, Got nothing to do with photobiomodulation.
Yeah.
I need light to photobiomodulate my body.
Can you photobiomodulate your body for how many hours? This thing is good for 3 hours. After that, you charge again.
Of course, you will
so after 3 hours, let's say you
4 hours, okay.
So the light goes off. So can you continuously use it 24/7 or only 3 hours and then must break?
Alright, okay, let me answer you this way. When you actually biostimulate your body function, or your body organ, or your body chemical, where is the target we go? Mitochondria, correct? When the mitochondria is stimulated, what does this mitochondria do? Producing all the chemical. So when you take it out, are they still producing? You are already stimulated. The stimulation can last for 3 to 4 hours. So while these 3-4 hours, can they do? Still, it won't stop one. I already started your engine. You already start to work already.
Okay. So when the light is off, the thing is, and you wearing it, your meridian is working. It's good
on
enough.
this part, when you you off it already, yes, you stop all. You off it. Say for example, you off it, you already stop. But do you know that the one that you're passing through, the one that you have already generated or stimulated, they are still continuing the process of generating ATP, ROS, and what they call it, nitric oxide. Now that is very important. This is we call it what? Photobiomodulation. Modulation means regulate and what? Regulate the what do you call that? This mitochondria to produce. I give another example to explain a bit. Maybe this is a different way of explaining. I like to explain this in this way. Now you know that when we were young, right? What is the common drink that we drink? When our children, when we go for sports, remember the glucoline? Do you remember the blue color glucoline? Glucoline, can you remember? Actually, glucoline is what?
Energy.
Glucose.
No. There was a test done, the research done. They said that if our body is very healthy, for every unit of this glucose that we consume, that will be converted to energy. Means what? ATP produced is about 38. That means 1 unit of glucose is about 38. I'm just giving this ATP. Unit. 1 unit you take it, you got this. But if your body is weak, you drink the same, probably 1 unit normal 38, you produce 37 or even 36, 35, 34, depending on the condition. If you reach anything below 30, you are going to die. So you can never reach that bottom. But between this range and this range, the reason is that your body, even though you drink the same amount of glucoline, but each unit, instead of the maximize, I call it, you only produce this unit. Now, what is the reason? And what is the consequences? It means that you think about it logically speaking, Sometimes when I eat a little bit rice, I feel very energetic. A lot of people eat a lot of rice, don't know strength one. You notice that? Those people eat a lot of rice because they cannot produce. Instead of getting this, they only get this, also no strength. Why? Because they don't fully, how to say that, utilize or bioavailable the whole thing to the maximum energy. That is why we are here. Now, what happened was, that is because food you eat, because why? That could be your stomach problem, it could be your digestion problem, you are sick that day, or whatever condition that actually this allow you to what? To absorb more because your digestion system is all out. Now, they say that if, let's say your level is here, is there any other way to help you to build up your energy? Not through the digestion way? Yes, our iron laser. See, the iron laser, why? And you laugh, you see, when the iron laser goes through the mitochondria and stimulate what? The cytochrome to produce ATP, do they go through the digestion system? That is why this photo comes in. I want to explain to you. Then you will understand why is it that our product is so unique. You see, we consume our food. Our food will become what? Carbohydrate and then glucose, and then what happens? Feed to the cell produce the necessary energy. Now what say you take a lot of glucoline, wow, very strong. But sometimes you eat a lot also cannot. So what is the next? Actually, the scientists found that in addition to food, there's another way, to what? To help you to build up your energy through another way instead of going through what? Remember, when this one goes straight to your mitochondria, it stimulates the function of this mitochondria, what happens? To produce more, assuming that you are here, you are eating, no matter how you eat, also around 35. This additional thing will stimulate this will be a little bit more, day by day increasing. That's why you can reach. That is why people who are actually, give example, people who are sick and people who are healthy, you think about it, they eat the same, you eat the same food. Who do you think will absorb more? Strong people. Weak people cannot. So when you are weak, you cannot want, no matter how much you eat, so you need the next source, and that source comes from the light. I'm talking about this. That's why doctors say when you are sick, try to go under, try to go into some light, some light to get this kind to help you. But the one you cannot because it can be very hot. And then you also no strength, There are many conditions don't allow you to get. Thank God we have iron laser who can help you. Why? And this time you see those people, I don't know you'll come across all your testimony. Those people can't even walk on their legs so weak, the old people so weak. But after you see iron laser, if I strong already they can walk. Why? This is the reason. You see the direct influence. So iron laser, you better don't underestimate it. After later I'll tell you. I will tell you the scientific part. I will tell you the R&D part, the research and development plus also the test part to confirm that this thing really works. So okay, we're talking about when your energy become more and more. What does it mean? Your self-repair, like for example, your leg muscles are beginning to work, and then you start to become more strong. Last time you was 35, don't strength. Now for 36, 37, you think of strength over time, you become stronger, then you can go earlier. But of course, you cannot be like straight away go to 38, I become a young man. No, I don't mean that. No, what I'm saying that there is a kind of, can you imagine everybody working together? No, that the connection between these two will give you understanding why is it that this ATP ROS production is very important to our body because we need all this to activate our self-healing. So I give you another example. Do you agree with me? Let's say if you are sick, that's a normal sick, I'm not talking about heavy like cancer. A normal like for example influenza or whatsoever. All you need to, or headache or fever, you sleep, you don't take medication. You give him food and also water. After 3-4 days, they will recover. But if they sick, I don't give them water, I don't give them food, do you think they will recover? What is the reason? You think about it, why is it that body? Actually, our body, naturally, they have this called the self-healing. You know what's the word self-healing? Self-healing is very important word. healing, correct? Now this self-healing ability of our body depend on what? A lot on the energy level, which is the ATP. You agree with me? Now this self-healing, you say, Adam, wow, is it such a thing? It's all inside there. For example, I give you an example. When you are cold, what happens to your body?
Shivering.
Huh?
Shivering.
Shivering. Why you shiver? Correct. You see, that is your reflex action towards your one. What happens if you got high fever? Sweating. Cool down the body. Now these are called the self-healing process in the body. Our body already has it. But of course nowadays, if I got headache, immediately I take what Panadol, faster. Instead of waiting for 4 days, immediately 2 hours I can work already. Now that is the one that actually causes our life, our body to have some adjustment here and there. But you think about it, actually our body is very, if you take care of it, it will be self-healing everything. I hope you understand this. Now if you understand that, then you know how do we make full use of our self-healing. Before that, we must start to what? Regenerate all the necessary energy organ to help us to do the self-healing, right? And how can we do that? We want to increase the ATP. And how do we do that? We eat a lot of good food, chapo, or we chapo plus iron laser. You see the logic here? That's why the iron laser, you see, how come when we use now I feel better and I feel this thing. These are all the specific self-healing what is doing the job. You understand? I hope you understand this. I want to promote this because a lot of people ask me, hey, Adam, can my this iron laser help me this and this and this and this and this? Actually, as long as it's not broken down, let's say for example something that can be repaired. For example, if this is, let's say for example my hand is broken, you think my iron laser can join back the bone?
Slowly.
No way. But today, if I have an inflammation, my iron laser cannot.
Okay.
If my blood circulation very slow, can my iron laser do it?
Yes.
But if you got a block, can they do it?
Slowly.
Can, slowly because it takes time to slowly. But when your block is say 99%, can they help you or not? If they say can we, I'm lying to you. But let's say it is a 70 or maybe 60% block, got chance more? Got chance, Why? Your logic, very logic. If you think about it, if you continue your, that's why I say, the doctor say, go and do exercise. What's the purpose? Blood flow. Of course, the doctor say, okay, I give medication. Medication they can enlarge to expand the whatever to make it. That's another way. But do you know our body self-healing? If you do the necessary thing, you notice that everything will actually does the self-healing one. Now, what we want is to promote our self-healing mechanism in the body to work at their maximum. And that maximum work requirement, they must have high ATP, right? The necessary component including ROS and then what? Nitric oxide. So you understand this concept? Okay, let me explain to you. Okay. So then to a lot of people they said, hey, is this such a new concept of this photobiomodulation? Actually, this photobiomodulation was introduced in fact in Malaysia. If you look at this article, it was written in 2011, how many years ago? 12 years ago. Have anybody read this? No, right?
Don't buy the newspaper.
So what I'm saying is, this was actually introduced already. The papers write about this. They know they want laser therapy in healthcare. But of course, you read quite similar to what we are preaching now. Same, almost the same. So in short, technically, if you understand the concept of this, the therapy of this photobiomodulation already in the science already for many years. It's just that we are not aware of it. Only now we are aware because over the period of it we do the promotion. Yeah, right.
I think they use that for cancer patients.
Sorry?
Laser. They use it for cancer patients.
Yeah.
And
I told you
they're supposed to be specialists.
This therapy.
I don't know what therapy. When you hear the cancer patient, they go for laser treatment, but they are supposed to be under the specialist care, and they use very high, 1,000 something or 2,000. Then they have a specific time. Okay. For treatment of cancer, let me tell you, first of all, I want to qualify first.
we are actually not doctors. Even cancer patient must go and see specialist of cancer one. Not any GH or GP can do one. So that's one point. So I'm sharing with you. I read a lot and I found out this thing. Recently I met one lady. She's actually in this hospital equipment. Do you know that now they even have a laser specifically a very powerful. They can actually kill the cancer using laser one. Now that's one more. So I asked her, I said, is there, there are many methods of treatment cancer. Cancer, I think the machine, there are so many, nowadays there are so many, some cutting one, some this and so on, a lot of type. So what you're mentioning, it is possible, but those are not relating to our this photobiomodulation. Our photobiomodulation doesn't cut, doesn't do anything. All what it does is what? Photobiomodulate the mitochondria. Why? To produce ATP that in return will help to supplement your requirement in the body to promote what? Self-healing. And when this self-healing means that all issues regarding to the self-healing one, they start to work, and then that's why you get better. You understand me? Let me repeat. Our photobiomodulation, it actually stimulates the production of what? ATP, right? Which is very important for our self-healing function in the body, right? When this self-healing function is very so-called very activated, do you realize that it can actually help in a lot of areas that you are having problem? But of course, we also use this for what do you call that? Target treatment. I'm not talking about target. I'm talking about general. When you use this and this, these are for general. But target is there because for inflammation, pain, everything. This is very common. They actually help. Okay, can you understand? So I want to talk about this slide. Yeah.
When I use a laser one, here the light has to be on or not?
Yes.
If you can use two together.
No, when I press working, only the laser light.
Oh, that means okay, you didn't press. Actually, if you notice, there's an indicator under the mode. You can show that.
You're doing it on target.
You on it. You on the light, you remain this light, you don't need to do no scan. There's no light.
So the message
the mode must be on.
I didn't realize.
You actually press on.
I think they show you already that you must make sure. Actually, when it is default, all the lights open one. 4 here, 4 here plus 1 here plus here. Altogether 6 light working one.
If the light is not on, that means it's not working.
Not working. Actually, you forgot to change the mode.
Change your mode. You went to the wrong mode.
The mode. Correct. The mode.
Yeah, it is working. It's targeted just there.
No need to.
Only the acupuncture working because here is target.
So don't. So I would suggest that when you use it, when you off it and on it, very simple. Just on it. No need to go and adjust. Don't go and adjust. Don't waste your time.
As adjuster, sometimes you want to target, cannot adjust.
Correct.
Oh.
Then I want to talk a little bit about science so that at least you know how is it that this simple thing can help in a lot of things. There is a scientific behind it.
Yes, sir.
Now the light source that we are using is 650 nanometer. Why not 800? Why not 1000? Why not 400? Why? There is a reason. The reason why you go back to the sun, because the source of the sun, the spectrum of the sun is a very rich source of energy. If you break them down, they are actually comprising of 3 very important categories. One is called the UV light up here, and then the visible light, and the infrared. The far infrared is all here already. Now you notice what happened. The red color, remember you use the light red color, right? Roughly is where? This area, correct? So it's about 600 to 700, 750. We use specifically 650 because scientists have found out that this special light can help to what? Stimulate the, remember the photobiomodulate the mitochondria to produce ATP. Can I use 400 to biomodulate?
Not powerful enough.
But is this 400 useful or not useful?
Yes.
Useful. Okay, I give example. You know, baby when they have jaundice, they go under the sun. What they want? Actually, they don't want the 650. They want the 400. That's why when you see those jaundice, they put in the baby. They use a light blue light. Remember? little bit of blue so that the baby become what? See, every category of light got its purpose on, you know. But 650, the red light is the one that actually can help to stimulate about the production of the TPO. Now that is very important. So if you understand this, then you can understand that the source of light becomes our target or use focus to use this. Then you begin to understand how it works. Can you understand? Okay? Okay. In fact, I was talking about this photomedicine. Do you know that in the early days, a few generations back, they use this to treat to treat all this kind of problem. It's like using the killing, using override. But actually, what happened was by doing so, they are actually creating the photobiomodulation to the cell. So what? Anti-inflammation, all these things come to work already.
What's wrong with the leg then?
I think it's because of the skin disease. Okay, so this light can be used for multiple purposes. In fact, they use this light to treat some of the skin problem of what? The animals too. Animals, the drop hair, they use that to treat. But of course, again, at what power is one thing. Besides, don't forget, even though we are of the same category of, they call it healing light, right? There is a specific power and what for certain purposes. If let's say today, I give an example, what you use in the hospital and the one they use here is a two different power one. Why you have to do? Because the one in hospital, you even have to wear light, you have to be protected. Why? Because they use more powerful. If they use our, they cannot cari makan. Because our treatment, one time how long it take? 40 minutes. Maybe you do two times. 40 plus 40 is about 1 hour. 1 hour 40 minutes. Correct. If 1 hour 40 minutes, one customer, you know how long they cannot, how to wait for so many customers to make more million. So what they do is that they increase the power so that your treatment becomes shorter. 10 minutes one customer, 10 minutes one customer. So that's where the business can keep on rolling. Now that is a different. However, the concept come back to the same thing. They use this light to stimulate the mitochondria and all the relevant place, even to what do you call it, to stimulate the ROS, which is very good for the inflammation and to help in the inflammation. Okay? Hello, come. Okay, so far any question? I hope I'm going very fast because I want to just go straight to the few points. So, just now I was telling you, I can explain to you the power of this, the ability of this photobiomodulation using science. Because I'm not going to go through this. Now, scientifically can be proven. Of course, we also want to know how much has this developed. If you notice now not only the name change, now they even slowly are incorporating light therapy as one of the mainstream treatment for a lot of problems, including Alzheimer. You heard about Alzheimer, right? They found that they actually designed a very kind of thing. This was done one of the doctors, I can't remember, Dr. Sanders somewhere. They use it and they found out that if you use the light, they can slow down this kind of diseases by 25%, Is that good news? Very good news. That's why because of this, he has been given the grant because he talks about this whole project. He writes a thesis and everything about this. Right now, the government, not here, US, is giving her fund to continue to develop. And I believe so. If you go into the internet, you go and read photobiomodulation relating to these cognitive and those kind of brain diseases. There are so many articles. They actually done this. They done this on the control people, non-control people who actually can remember better, all kinds of things, and they are very good positive results. So there is a development. So in short, what I want to tell you this, because photobiomodulation doesn't stop here. In the near future, you don't know what is how they use it for. I don't know when we first launch. The first example we always take out. You know what? We show the Star Trek one. You know Star Trek movie. You know what? How long ago? I think easily about 50 years ago. When we were young, we watched Star Trek. Remember they used the red light. Then the wound okay. Remember the old time. That time, 50 years ago, they were talking about this light idea. And I tell you, the development one day we never know. Maybe you just if you got like what? You got any problem, they use it will be something like this. See, slowly, these are coming into reality. You see, so the development of this is very advanced. Now I told you, Alzheimer, they even slowly try to what do you call it, skin problem, cancer, and all this kind of stuff. Cancer, they are using those therapy. But wait, you will notice, I want to tell this because I want you all to know this therapy, photobiomodulation, is actually ever developing on changing. We show what there's so much to be found in this particular one. It's not like something that you use tomorrow you out of it already. It will continue to develop, and that is good news for us. To me, is what is ever helping the human people, so that we can, when you develop, more and more places or more diseases can be used. Understand what I mean? That's why when we designed this, it was for what? For here and here, no. Now you see people wear they put here now. Actually, if you want to actually should cut away, then you can have this kind of thing. But it was not. It was designed for here and here. But then because it can actually use for target, right? And people buy this also, they use here plus here everywhere. I mean, it's okay because this one. Then we found out that over time, actually target also can be used. So this is another development. Understand what I'm talking about? So I want to tell you this is the potential, not now, in the future also a very powerful device. So far can follow? Okay, where else I miss? Okay. This is another, I don't know, you've seen this video before? Yes, Okay, no need to see this video already. So in this chart, I always want to talk about this. You see, there are three therapies. I told you, right? Photobiomodulation, low level photobiomodulation. Then remember the energy. Why is it the energy is called chi? Remember I told you what? This same energy power also consider the photon energy. This is light power, also the chi. And that's why they can actually regenerate, also called activate the meridian point to push the chi energy. Okay, to kind of explain more, when they do the they put up. What does it mean? They want to stimulate the flow of the chi. Normally, this flow, there are few ways. One is through the acupuncture, but you must know the exact way. The second one is massage. Do you know that sometimes you go and go massage? They press certain point, so pain. It's like a very sheen, the sour kind of Now that is another acupuncture. Why? When they press that, they're actually stimulating the signal to your brain again. So what I'm trying to say that to prove to you this chi energy, which is the so-called proton energy, do exist. And our IM laser, by virtue, it is a photon energy, light energy, and the 650 becomes the chi energy stimulation also. Okay? So once it stimulates, then it stimulates all the acupuncture point, there's chi. But if you talk about this low light labor, or they call it photobiomodulation, it stimulates the mitochondria, and then it produces ATP, ROS, and then you go you give energy for survival of cell. Means what? You are promoting self-healing. Correct? If it is magnetic, it goes straight, it goes to the cell to realign the blood cell to become clustered together to become what? Well organized. This good or this situation better or this better? Definitely on the right arm. Do you see the logic? I give you an example. When our heart pump when they pump all the blood to all the part of the body, what do they bring along? The blood, oxygen, nutrient, water, and other good things. When they come back, do you think they come back empty-handed? No, they bring back all the dirty things. Go to your plant. So there is a going out and coming back. Correct? Now, when it is fast better or slow better? Fast better. But whether it should be this condition better or this condition better? Because it's more, they call it the surface area become better, so it became more, no jam, very smooth. There's a lot of jam. Go there, not here, go there, not here. So that is why we want, when we incorporate the magnetic, we want this condition we want to promote this condition so that our blood circulation is very effective. Understand what I mean? Because of efficient. Okay? So this diagram will show us the three therapy. Low level, go to here, magnetic this side, and then acupuncture is here. Okay, so this is the relationship. Okay. These are the magnetic. Now magnetic, like I said, is something that we introduced. Actually, we are not the founder. The Japanese is the founder. In fact, the original founder is who? The Egyptian. They call it the black stone magic. They don't know. Actually, the black stone is actually magnetic. Those days, they put a lot of stone. That was the reason. Later on, they found out that the Japanese developed that. You can see a lot of people wearing bangle here. Remember all this magnetic one? That's the reason. But we are not the founder. We are not the developer. We are the developer of this laser by incorporating this therapy inside to make it work as a synergy device. That's the difference. Okay. Then, of course, I want to talk about the recognition that we have. These are the benefit. And then the recognition. Of course, I think you all know if you look at this photobiomodulation, which is the main function of our device, there are 80 types of diseases relating to this. If you use over a period of time, they can help to do some changes, regulate and adjust them to become better and better. Okay? Yeah.
Hemorrhoids. Where do you place? Do you have to do the nasal thing for hemorrhoids or put it near your butt?
Actually, some of them put there, but use the wired one.
Let me target the butt there. Above
hey, you don't laugh, there are a lot of people do that.
Above the butt not the real butt.
Because hemorrhoid is the swelling, Swelling is the inflammation.
Distended nerves.
You use that actually the what you call that the last part there and use it but of course you have to maintain the cleanliness there's a what do you call that, the cover, you make sure that you wash it and
no I'm saying the butt is there above your end on your spine there
correct.
Supposed to do that, right? Yeah. Are you supposed to do the nose thing too?
That one is standard with you. Remember, before you do any so-called target healing, target treatment, the first practice everybody don't forget to do the regular treatment. Here and here, this is the regular one. Because you need to start off everything to work out very well. Then you go to target is one way target. Specific treatment. The normal treatment, which is for the stimulation, is a must, especially where? This part
CPU.
Here. Very important. Don't underestimate. I already mentioned many times. This is a part many people always forget, or they lazy to put inconvenient now. But let me tell you the benefit that you will take. Don't forget the head or the brains are the one that controls your movement. If this whole person is not working very well, you think whatever it is, it can work. So don't be lazy. I want to emphasize it. Please, at least 1 day, 2 times using this. Okay? So that of course you can, after that 2 times that you want to do this, it's up to you. But most important, make sure you do 2 times because it has to do with your.
Just now she said but you mean you use the nasal one? Okay.
Not neither the nasal.
Put the butt there.
Yeah. But of course.
There's a round thing, the round. You have a round plastic.
But I said, wait now. Of course, okay. I know it's quite very sensitive and quite embarrassing. But a lot of people do that even because swelling. You use this. Very sensitive.
No, anywhere you want. So, or you use a watch and put it there, strap it there, and lie down.
Yep. Then I mean this one is a bit awkward, but actually it helps. It helps. Because this light, even all those kind of skin problem, what is this hemorrhoid? Anything with inflammation, all these they can help one. Remember this, but you have to do it procedure. But I said, don't forget to take the medication because sometimes because of certain reason, take the medication.
Purita helps. Purita for hemorrhoids.
Purita hemorrhoid, of course, Purita will help you because your motion become very soft, very easy. If your stools are very hard, it's going to be a nightmare, man.
Purita won't help to soften the stools, right?
It will. Purita helps also.
So I think for hemorrhoids, Purita should go with it.
Yeah. Because a lot of people drink Purita to soften the stool, and you can throw out very easy, But a lot of people, especially older people, quite easily we have this hard spoon. And then you got hemorrhoid, jialat, man. Yeah.
How about your new product, that one for prostrate one? Will it help
the one,
hemorrhoids?
not really, but it will help in the one in the inflammation only. Very small part only, very little.
So Purita should
okay,
be good now.
we are finished with this, then I go into this.
Another question, the rubber for the nostril, does it cause any allergy or is it
No.
safe to?
Yes, very safe, very safe.
You just wash it, rinse it, and then.
Okay. First of all, that the silicone gel, the one, the gel, not gel.
Silicone cap.
What do you call this?
Nostril cap.
Nasal cap. Actually, we are using the good rubber type one. But if you are very, very sensitive, I mean, we cannot do anything now. But actually, the reason why we put there to protect the nasal, the original nasal from becoming so difficult. Because when you have to clean it, you just take out this and then you clean this instead of cleaning this, which is the wire and everything. But then again, so many times, until now, I've never seen people so sensitive to this. Unless, I don't know, there may be people who are sensitive. Like for example, one of my partner, I never know, so sensitive to one of what they call it, pineapple. Allergy to pineapple. He take one piece of pineapple, the whole face all red. In my life, first time I hearing this. I heard about sensitive to seafood, but not pineapple, right?
Some people are allergic to certain fruits.
Yeah. But so for this day, I think you highlight very important. You can try it. If there's no actually the rubber that we are using is very, very friendly one. But of course, we do not know what is the consequences.
And you just rinse it in warm water or just.
Very simple. You peel out. You can use what they call it even after you use it. Yeah, because it's quite dirty. You say no, take out because you want to reuse. Don't waste one. So you use soap or any other. Don't use those kind of thinner or those kind of. You know what's thinner, right? Those kind of chemicals to wash it. Just
alcohol swab.
No need.
No need. I use ordinary one, ordinary soap. Just clean it and then you just
soap. No good lah, soap.
Why not good? You
Just
wash away.
just warm water, just soap.
Okay, but I use soap to clean it after I wash again, and then I use the white. Nothing, it's still very clean.
Soap. To make soap, they put things, you know.
It's a preference,
No mind.
Some people, it's a preference, I prefer the liquid, and I have no problem with this because I've been washing my body with soap. Now I have no preference. Okay. Any other question? No, okay, no means you are quite clear. I think today my presentation is a little bit different. I want you all to understand when you want to select, especially those people who are not buying, I want you all to understand, is this product properly explained, can be explained through the scientific part? I already told you what are the science that even the newspaper already mentioned about it. Number two, the R&D. There are so many research have been done on this particular go to the certificate. These are the Shenzhen tests. Okay, this is a very important certificate, the 13485. Okay, they're talking about quality management. In order for this product to be registered as to be classified as a medical device, you have to go through this test first. Now, under this test, they go one more step. There's this called you look at this, Council Directive 93/42/EE4 of June 1993 containing this medical device. Whereas if you want to call this a medical device, the following must apply. The medical device should provide patient, user, anybody, and third party with a high level of protection and attain the performance level attributed to them by the manufacturer. What does it mean? Why you say you must do it? So when we register this as a home use device for this photobiomodulation therapy, what happened? We must do this. There must be a, like for example, I always tell people, do you know that this handphone that I'm using is fantastic? When I use it, I got headache, right? I use it, my headache show gone. You all believe it? No. So we go and send to the health department to go and get this. Then they check. Hey Adam, you're bluffing. True, I'm bluffing because I cannot pass because I don't have the necessary test result, everything to prove So in the same manner, when I tell them, can you help me this? Do you think that we just simply we had to send this for tests and everything, and they came out Because when they do this test, they make sure that you're compliant to the necessary claim that you're talking about. I was telling you the report is as thick as this. Okay? So this, to get this test report to be confirmation is a big deal.
Send to who?
Then this company called the Med.
Yeah lah.
Medicine
Who are they under? Which country?
Oh, these are it's like who actually verified the ISO in Malaysia. Serim. This is a Serim, something like a Serim.
This is under who?
German company, yes. Very highly recognized. We paid just to go through all the tests, unnecessary tests, got a lot of series of. They sent the German auditors here, they checked everything out, including the report where they said we had to write report do the test to show them, safety test a lot of compliance, everything in order to get this one. It cost us, I think, if I remember, close to around 200,000 RMB just to get this passed. Okay. Now only through this, then only you can submit your device to Malaysia to get this medical device. Again, even though Malaysia, we always say we are not very good. You think they will simply give until and unless you really fulfill all the conditions. So to get this, it's also I think you know, it took us 2-3 years. I remember they keep asking, hey, where's the medical? Actually, if our product, do we need medical device? Actually, we also don't know. Because when we ask them, they also don't know because the first time they are in. But why we choose to do it? Because we want you all to use it. You know that this is medical device, safe and efficient.
We couldn't get the tax waiver because they say medical device only for OKU. Habis lah.
That is on there, the tax thing is not that actually I want only you even buy computer also everything also can claim, but not tax department they have their own.
No, they say yes, it's medical device, but our tax waiver is only for OKU. We are not OKU, so how?
Too bad,
wasted
No, they don't say wasted. Do this business, you earn back more.
Wasted in the sense cannot get the deduction 6K.
Just kidding. Okay, don't worry. So, talking about this, then only Malaysia, actually we also get recognition from this is the Russian one. And then this is the China one. Certificate, of course this is the Malaysia. Okay, I think in 2018, we even sent our product through our supplier, our manufacturer. They actually sent our products to do an exhibition in this. We didn't get number 1, we get number 2. Ventures was given under the diploma. For what? Innovation, I say, IM laser therapy, this is their award they given. They found out that IM laser therapy able to restore cell function. When I told you that self-healing, self-function is what? Self-healing. And Chinese Jinzhong is actually talking about Nate 1. In order to stay clean, healthy, and disease-free with non-invasive way in the comfort of home. Very important. This is not for medical in the hospital, it is for home. That is why we always emphasize, don't worry, you use, there will never be what? Overdose. Very safe. If you use it correctly, accordingly, diligently, definitely you will enjoy the efficacy up to 80%. When I say 80%, nobody asked me why. Actually, I still remember when I went to see this, when I see a photo of you. Doctor, not here. Not here. Okay, next time I should print them. I went to see the one who actually developed the laser acupuncture for us, Dr. Chang, lady. I still remember when he was giving a talk that time, the first batch of our people that went there and talked to see them. He was saying, hey, do you know that I can tell you all this? My IM laser efficacy is up to 80%. Everybody listen. And then he looked around. You'll be asking me, why not 100%? Then he said, I don't want to say 100%. Can you all find any medical device can claim up to 80%? Oh, everybody think, Even medication also, nobody dare to say it's 80%. But she said that our iron laser can help until up to 80%. What does it mean? He says that, for example, I give you an example, now I understand what I'm talking about. I have sinus problem. Last time my problem is terrible. Sinus, you know lah. Early morning, I've got aircon and no aircon. You sure wake up, wow, long. 1 month, maybe around easily 20 days. Sure kena. Now it has been reduced to 1 month, maybe 3 days. Is it improvement? No? It's not cure, but actually instead of this problem, instead of 20 days I supply, suffer, now only 3 days or 5 days. No? Good or not? Very good. No? Another incident. There's one of our customer by the name of Dr. Yap. He's actually Parkinson, you know. Parkinson can't even walk. His case was, I think, 4 stage already. He cannot walk, everything had to use the and then people had to hold him, you know. After using our iron laser for a period of 1 month, he is now able to walk to our office, still slow. And then he was, when I saw him in the one, I still remember I saw him in our office, he came in and said, wow, I said, Doctor, how are you? I'm very happy. I said, why? Now, after using, I can, he said, you want to jog? I also worried, he do this. Of course, he cannot jump because he's fucking, he can actually move around, I think so. To me, I also worried that he fall down. Hey, so, no, okay, I'm okay already. Then I asked him, I said, wow, what is the significance? He said, I curious He said, Adam, you do not know. When you are having Parkinson, do you know this disease can be a very troublesome one. People must take care of you. Take water, the water also cannot. That means that you sit down, you wait for your water to come on. That means you ask your son, your wife to take for you. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 1 day, 10 days, 5 days. How long can they keep on servicing you? Sure, got 1 day they're very or maybe they just shout back, you know, that kind of stuff. When this kind of thing happen, you know how sad it is to him. He said, now I can walk to the kitchen to drink my water. It's an accomplishment. Agree? Now he can go out to walk in the garden without anybody following him. Also another accomplishment. Now he can do this. It's an accomplishment to him. Now you see the significance. Actually, he improved. He's not cured of his Parkinson because it's very difficult. But at least he improved from this kind of coordination work. Is it good or no good? So, what I think the doctor tried to imply is that there will be people who get 100%. Congratulations. But those people who get 30, 50, 70, 80, that means they are not good. Good or no good? So, some of the diseases or some of the issues that you are facing, I tell you, iron laser can help you 100%. Maybe 50% or 30% or even 20%. Good or not? Right? Because you never underestimate your problem until you become full blast. But before you become full blast, it help you 20-30%. Is it good or not good? Very good. So what he said that I can tell you, you can tell you can tell anyone who buy this, you can tell them the efficacy can be up to 80%. If you get 100%, congratulations, special bonus, but 80% he said is very common. What he meant was like, for example, instead of 100 days, maybe instead of 20 days you have problem. The 80 days you have problem is already 80%. You know what I mean? Like for example, one of the Tato, this is a real case. He has been having this migraine for many years. Every time 2-3 o'clock, he'll tell you, sorry, brother, I want to go and take a nap already because you want to eat better and take a nap, migraine. After using this 2 days only, he said, gone, you know. So I asked him, what's the significance? He said, yo, Adam, you know, no? It saved me so much time. No? Those days, every time around 2-3 o'clock, I must go and sleep, you know. Sleep for 1 hour, then I wake up and then I talk to y'all. Now I don't even stop. I can spend the 1 hour talking and enjoying, and then I don't see a problem. And number 1, number 2, what? I don't have the pain in it that bothering me all the while, giving me a lot of stress, anxiety. You know, when you are not experiencing what they're actually, you do not understand what they are problem. Right? So this is another point that I want to highlight. So our iron laser, like I said, for those people who will not buy it, I encourage you to buy. And then now with our VRP program, wow. It's like what? Free, you know. So why are you worried about nothing to lose? Nothing to lose at all. The only thing that you had to, or just instead of using the money that you want for your bigger lunch, cut your lunch, you spend it for your lifetime kind of health. I think it's a worthy decision. So this doctor was telling me, you know, then he bought this, he was bringing some you this 3,000 the time, so worthy. I said, why you say that? You know, Adam, I buy my wife, you know, you buy the wife, LV bag, you know how much? You don't know lah, the rebate how much? 10,000, 20,000. Cheaper so 5,000 lah. You see the 5,000 you put in a headache, or the headache still there. Cannot heal, no. Then 3,000 it save me, man. And now someone got VIP. Oh, lagi special. So actually from there you can see, wow, a lot of people are life changing experience because of our iron laser. Again, I'm not saying that this iron laser is number one, but I tell you this iron laser, one and only one in the world, tree therapy. Tree therapy are working together to address all your health issues. Can you imagine the so-called the chances of success is high now, very high. And all the therapy is not based on talk. There is a scientific. I even explained to you how our iron laser, the laser acupuncture works with this device. Yeah, of course the light is already explained through the books and everything. So you can rest assured it's a good product.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Okay, good night.